Hello everybody, just getting set up, making sure the sound's all good. Let me know what you think, if I sound too loud or if the music's too loud or if everything's too quiet or you don't like I know, if you want the sound of car horns in the background, you just let me know, I'll figure it out. I'll be on soon. Okay, almost ready. Hello to everybody in the chat, by the way. I am here and I can see ya. And I know this is a different time, so we might have some newbies in the chat. So hello everybody if you're new. In the beginning of this video, I probably won't be paying too much attention to the chat just because I need to do some housekeeping and setup. But then I will be crocheting and talking with you and all that fun jazz. All right, I'm gonna have a sip of water and get started. Okie dokie. Hello everybody. Check out this somewhat cool background. It's gonna be cooler in just a second. Hi everybody, welcome to the live stream. Today we're doing something a little bit different. You see, I'm working on a pretty big project. Some of you might know my game Stitched. It's a tabletop game that you make from home. It's War You Can Craft. Basically you crochet all these pieces and you use them to play a game with. It's really, really cool. You can learn more by going to stitchedthegame.com. Here's a little sticker I have. But one of the things that I need to do for the game is I need to make the front cover of the book. And I wanted to do something kind of fun where we crocheted some of the pieces that I'm going to be using for the front cover together so that you guys kind of like see and have some input into what the characters we use for the front cover is. The front cover is basically going to be like, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. I'm still figuring it out. Now I'm gonna do a Kickstarter for this whole project. I wanted to do it in August, but I think I'm pushing it back a little bit to September, just because there's a lot going on. So yeah, and I thought, you know, this kind of could be a good way for me to like do these live streams so that I could get more people introduced to what Stitched is, because I know a lot of people on the Club Crochet channel don't really know about it. If you want to learn more about the game itself, you can learn more at stitchedthegame.com. You can spell Stitched with an ED or without an ED. I bought both the URLs and they both go to the same place. Okay, so yeah, technically it's not a new game, but I am putting a whole bunch of new additions to the game in the new book and all that other stuff. But yeah, Anyhow, today we're going to be making an orc for the game, and I want to make an orc that's shooting a bow and arrow. So we're going to need some materials for that. If you're going to be crocheting along with us, here's the materials you're going to need. We're going to need yarn, of course. I'm going to be using cotton, worsted weight yarn, 100% cotton. And I'm going to be using teal for the main body of our orc. We'll need a little bit of white for our teeth, some brown. That's going to be for his little pants. And some safety bead eyes. I'm going to be using 6mm safety bead eyes. You probably want to get a nickel. I don't have that here, so I'll have to figure that out in a little bit. And I like to put those in the base of the characters to kind of keep them weighed down just a little bit. Or some kind of heavy coin. You'll need a crochet hook. I'm using a size G 4mm crochet hook, some stuffing, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. I like using a crimped end darning needle like this. Now, before I get going, I also wanted to do a little pitch real quick because today is the very last day that you can sign up for a Club Crochet Pro membership if you want to get next month's Pro kit. So if you didn't know, if you sign up for Club Crochet membership, it's the best way to support this channel, and you get new patterns all the time. You get you get early access to future patterns. Currently, people that are Club Crochet members get access to a new pirate hat pattern that's going to be coming out on this channel in a few weeks, but they get early access, and they get monthly kits mailed to their door each month with all the materials that you need to make whatever we're going to be adding to the library that month. This month we're going to be doing flamingos, so you can make one of two flamingos. You can make Florence the Flamingo. He is a pattern that's already in the, or she I should say, is a pattern that is already in the library. Or you can make what is going to be new next month, which is a flamingo burb. I just think it's so funny. So that you can make either one. The kit will come with magnets and all that other fun stuff. And there's the burb version. And if you sign up now as like an extra incentive for people to sign up for pro memberships, first off, if you sign up in the live stream, and I notice it, I have my phone here and it tells me when there's a new sign up, I'll give you a shout out on the stream. But also if you sign up, you get an extra little gift as a new sign up. You get a new pin. This is the brand new pin that is in the shop now. You can also buy it in the shop, and it's our little logo. And yeah, I love it. I think it's cool. There's also things like stickers in the shop and stuff like that. And if you want to support this channel the freest, cheapest, easiest way, just like and subscribe down below. Please like this video. It's a new time, so I'm worried that not that many people will see it or watch it or anything like that. But if you like the video, it gets spread out to more people easier. So please like it if you can. Okay. Let's get started. Now, before I actually get crocheting, I wanted to show you, do a little bit of show and tell. You see, this is my stitched set. This is actually the set that I use to play the game Stitched. I bought this on eBay. It's like just a, I think they're called a hat box or something. It smells like old lady, so I think it was an old lady's box. And it's really cool. I use it for my stitch set, and here you can see before I open it up and show you all the fun stuff inside. I made this little guy. Where is he? There he is. There's like a little miniature hanging orc off the side of it. There's a sticker on the top. Whoop. And when I actually bought this box, it was really cheap. It was only like 10 bucks. And the reason it was 10 bucks is because it was locked, and they didn't know the combination to unlock it. So I just had to go through. It's a 3-digit combination. So I just go through and go 000-001 until I unlocked it. The code ended up being 921. So I went almost through the entire combination before I figured it out. It took me like a movie and a half to do. But what's in this box is really cool. It's everything that I use to play the game, including a bunch of pieces and some set stuff. And I thought what would be kind of fun before we get started is make a little set in the background, and everybody who donates in today's live stream will get a little crocheted goblin or orc or ogre, whatever, that will add to the set in the background. I thought that might be kind of fun. So I have in this box, I have other boxes. See, I do this so that I can create like a set, like a game board with a bunch of things in it. So we're gonna start by making a backdrop. And here you can see. You'll see what these pins are for in just a second. I thought this might be a good way to cover up some of this white on the side of the board, or on the side of the screen too. So we'll start with like that. And then I thought might be kind of fun to put up, see what's in this box is that's the good stuff right there. But let's get these pins all prepped, like that. And this is my favorite part of the whole set, I think, of all, at least of the game pieces, is I actually made a drawbridge. Or not a drawbridge, just a regular bridge. So we'll set that up like that. Let's see, what else? This one, let's just put this one here. It'll help hold that backdrop up a bit. Maybe we'll put this over a little. That's kind of cool. Put the tree here to help block some stuff, and maybe we'll put this here. Like that. That can be, someone could be sitting on that. Someone could be under the bridge maybe. And then I have my gold chest with a bunch of money in it. We'll put that up right up there. So in the game, you like do a whole bunch of setup like this, so that way the board can be different however you want to play it, and then you play the game. It's really cool. You only need to use for the game, you only need to really use your pieces and a playing card to measure distance for stuff. It's a really cool game. I very much suggest that you check it out if you can. But yeah, there's my regular setup stuff. Now let's get started with just at least one character on. Oh well, you know what? Let's put the relic. This is a piece of the game. So the two main like pieces on the board, other than like characters, are a relic and a treasure. And the relic, you cast magic spells. That's how you can win the game. And in the treasure, you get gold that you can use to purchase back your characters. And so the relic is really important. And this is a new one that I made that's actually two-sided. So there's this side and this side. I call this one the totem relic. I'll put that guy up here. I guess you can't really see it, but that's okay. And let's put up a piece. Let's just do, let's see. Let's start with, let's start with an ogre. Actually, let's start with let's start with a troll. Everybody likes trolls. So this is a troll for the game. I think this one's name is Sven or Stan or something, S something. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have it written down somewhere. But we'll put him right. Let's put him up here. And if anybody donates, we'll add little characters there. I got a bunch of them to add that we can add. But let's get crocheting now. We might also have time to make a goblin today. I'm not really totally sure, but we'll see. And hello to the chat. Finally, I can talk to the chat. Hello, everybody in the chat. I'm so sorry that intro took so long for me to get to, and I'm sorry that I missed out on Sunday. I just wanted to kind of mix things up a little bit. I've been missing some kind of pretty big events. Like I missed Father's Day. I wanted to go to Father's Day not last Sunday, but the Sunday after that. I wanted to go see Jules's dad and stuff on Father's Day, but I wasn't able to go because I had a live stream. So I thought maybe, can I tilt the camera so we can see him a little bit better? Yeah, how's that? It's a little bit better. Like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, so I thought, well, maybe I'll start a new time for the live stream so that every other week I switch it off. And this way some people can join the live stream that aren't normally able to go. So we'll be doing some live streams. Let's do that. Yeah, that's good. Some live streams on Wednesdays, some on Sundays. I think I'll try doing every other week, except for next week I'm going to do another Wednesday because 4th of July is on Sunday. Dude, Cakes by Choppa. How you doing, dude? How you doing, Choppa? Haven't seen you in a while. I must be the perfect time live streaming right now for an Aussie. I was thinking about you just the other day. Thank you so much, Cooperlicious. Cooperlicious said, I knew I'd always be a hooker for $5. Thank you. We're gonna put up my favorite goblin for you, Cooperlicious. This one is pretty cool. It is, his name is Shank. I have actually a little poem for him. I think I've put him up here before. I'm gonna go ahead and do manual focus. It goes, this is Shank, the goblin assassin. He'll pocket your pick without even asking. He'll then try to pawn it to his old friend Crash, but Crash won't accept picks because Shank owes him cash. He'll then he'll break into a castle to see what's to take. Leave that pick there to find you and leave that pick there to frame you, then make for a break. So that's a little poem that I wrote for Shank because I'm a weirdo. And Shank's Shank's little hoodie actually goes on and off. It actually can go over his ears. Actually, Choppa, who is in the chat right now, he makes some really cool videos where he makes really cool cakes. And he actually has a set. I think I gave him a set last VidCon. But yeah, check that out. We're going to put this right here for you, Cooperlicious. Thank you for your support. Okay. Now what's weird is I have to have the camera, like, it's literally, like, right here. It's, like, right in front of my face right now. But yes. Oh, also, we are, today is the last, actually this, like, next hour is the last hour that you'll have to vote for our, for the winner for the first Club Crochet competition, at least the first one that we've done for a while. Let's see if I can make it manually focused about right there. That's pretty good. So if you would like to, people have been posting pictures of their crocheted octopi for the giveaway competition that we just launched. We launched it on, like, earlier this month. Me and Coffee and Crochet, she's in the chat right now, and she was a huge help in getting that set up. So thank you again, Coffee and Crochet, for helping with that. But yeah, you have like till the rest of this live stream to vote on your favorite of the octopi. Music is a little loud. Thank you. Thank you. A little bit better? I'm going to get totally dinged for using this song, actually. So let me just go ahead and fast forward it. There we go. Because they don't... I know Nintendo will not like me using that song. Let me fix the camera just a little bit. Okay. But yeah, we're going to be doing a... we're doing a giveaway. Well, not really a giveaway. It's a competition. So whoever wins the vote by the end of the day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually have been working on redoing this pattern, so I'm gonna actually do 8 single crochets here. As part of the benefit for the thing is I'm changing the patterns just a little bit. 8. Okay, let's get going there. And dude, Choppa, thank you. Thank you for your support, my dude. I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well, man. I haven't seen you in so long. Unfortunately, because of whole quarantine stuff. But hopefully next VidCon, maybe. But yes, Choppa, thank you for your support, my dude. I'm gonna put out. Let's see. Let's do an ogre for you. Cause this guy is so cool. This is Zazig, the ogre. He's got, check out his super cool arm, like shoulder pad thing that I made. I made this with this like clay that dries really fast. So I actually made it look like, I tried to make it look like a button, and it's like tied to him. I've done a few of these. I'm just so proud of that. I think it's so cool. So this is gonna be put right there. Let's go right there. He's also got some pins in his head, and that's from someone shooting him with an arrow. Because arrows in Stitched are pins, obviously. Because obviously. I should do a crocheted speed run. I could do that. That'd be kind of funny, huh? Speed run. Okay, so where was I? So we're gonna start by making the arms for our orc. It's really weird to crochet with this camera like right in front of my face because I kind of have to like use the camera's like screen there to know where I'm at, which is so strange. Or I have to like look across it. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out as I go. Maybe I think like this might be the best position for me. But yeah, so by the end of this live stream, I'm going to announce the winner for the Octopus giveaway competition thing. The top 4, basically a bunch of people submitted options or submitted octopi that they crocheted, and they were all like insanely good. It was so hard deciding, but we had to decide between our favorite 4 of the goblin or 4 octopi that were made. And then we posted the 4 of them on a YouTube poll, and then people can choose which one of them is their favorite, and then the winner will win $20 to the Club Crochet store. So, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. You get a free pro membership with that, or you can get a kit, or you can get like a bunch of stuff. So, I think that currently Ursula is winning the competition, which is pretty cool. Someone made an orc or an octopi that looked like Ursula from The Little Mermaid, and it's crazy good. I voted for, well, I don't know if I should say who I voted for because that's not very fair. But I voted for one of them. Hey Faith, welcome to the chat. Maybe I'll like slouch down, like maybe I'll like lay back like this, because then I can actually see my crocheting. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. And then I can just go boom. Can you even tell that I'm slouched? Nah, you can't tell. Okay, so now I'm making, let's see, where am I at? I'm making our arms. Go in the PDF here. Okay. Gotcha. So 1, oh, and then I get a decrease down. Gotcha. I haven't actually made an orc in a little bit, so it's kind of fun coming back to it. And I'll have to get some of your advice on like what we want to add to our orc, because I don't want to make him too crazy. I want to keep him a little bit simplified, but I was thinking, you know, maybe kind of similar to the one right here, adding like a ponytail to him. Maybe giving him, I mean, he's got to have a bow, right? That's like a necessity. Yeah, all of the octopi were so good. It was insane. I honestly wasn't prepared for all those submissions. I actually didn't think that we'd get very many submissions at all. So just the fact that we got even more than 4 submissions was way awesome. And the fact that all of the submissions were so cool, it was crazy. There's a mariachi one that's actually in the top 4 that I thought was really clever, and that was actually one of the first ones that were submitted. And actually, Coffee and Crochet made one that's a little miniature. It's like that big of an octopus on a little flotation device. Now it couldn't be entered for the things because she's a moderator, so that just doesn't seem very fair. But it was very, very good. If you want to check out all that stuff, it's all on the Discord channel, which you can find by just going to clubcrochet.com/discord. And if you want to vote, you can just go to our community tab on the YouTube channel. So if you go to just the YouTube channel by clicking the little icon of our our icon down below, and go switch to the community tab, then you should be able to see the vote there. We can also post the URL maybe. Actually, yeah, if Coffee and Crochet, if you can find the URL for the community tab, you can probably just paste it into the chat. Maybe. But yeah, it was really cute. Yeah, with the floaty. Exactly, Desiree. Yeah, that one was really cool. All right, so we already got... Look at me. I'm flying. We already got an arm done. At this rate, we might even be able to do 3 characters. Who knows? Okay. Let's see if... I wonder if he can go on the bridge, actually. Oh, yeah. That's great. That's great. I need to get some pipe cleaners. I actually forgot to grab pipe cleaners. But let's get to the point where we need to add those pipe cleaners anyhow. Before we do that. Before we do that. See if I can get that focus a little bit out there. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit better. How's your guys' week been? I thought it was kind of fun to do a Wednesday stream instead of like the normal Sunday stream to let other people to join the live streams and stuff. But I also wanted to try it for myself. Like, I wonder what it'd be like to do a live stream in the middle of the week. So my week's going okay. Today I actually woke up a little earlier than I normally do, which was good because I've been having a hard time getting out of bed recently. But I did today. Takoyaki Crochet says, just asking if we can sell them, if we make them, not the pattern, but the physical product. Yes, you actually can. Anything that you make with, at least with a Louis Loops pattern. So on Club Crochet, there's other artists, some other artists, not a lot that are made by other artists, but some are made by like Sir Pearl Grey, or there's one by Geeky Hooker, stuff like that. I don't know about if they will let you sell them on your Etsy store, but I know that if I'm the one that designed the pattern, you can sell it in a store, in an online store if you want. Just please give credit to the pattern in the description. So by saying something like pattern by clubcrochet.com, something like that in the description would be fine. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the dealio there. Are all the goblins in the library? Yes, all the goblinoids are in the library. So goblins, trolls, orcs, and ogres, and even hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are basically like, the story of the hobgoblin is that hobgoblins are goblins that have lived a lot longer than their normal lifespan. So goblins normally get squashed pretty early because they're little goblins. But if they grow up a little bit bigger and they get access to a little bit more food, then they turn into big old hobgoblins. They look like this. This is a hobgoblin, so they're pretty big. And in Stitched, hobgoblins are the they're like the tank of the game. You know, they're really hard to kill because they're so big. And yeah, they're not as strong as an ogre, but they have more health. Yeah. Car boot sales? I don't know what that means, Rebecca, but yeah, you could sell them at donation sites. Again, as long as you can put in the description where you can learn how to make that pattern. So if you're selling those octopi, say like you can find the pattern at clubcrochet.com/octopus. Or you could even say like you could find the tutorial there. You don't even have to say pattern because some people don't know what crochet pattern means. Congratulations, Divine Rose. Divine Rose said that she passed her midterm, so congrats. You had a midterm in June, though? I guess summer classes. The Shibi says that the orc is her favorite member of the group. I agree. I think the orc is my favorite also. I don't know. I switch off from here to there, but I really like the orc a lot. The orc was actually the second of the goblinoids that I designed. The first one I made was an ogre, and then I made an orc, and then I made a goblin, then I made a troll, and then I made a hobgoblin. I think that was the order. But the ogre was the first one because I wanted to have a cave troll from Lord of the Rings, which is an ogre. Like, that's where the design comes from for an ogre. How did I start actually creating patterns of my own? This is what Desiree asks. How did I start creating patterns of my own? What was the most difficult part of the process in figuring out the design process? I started designing my own patterns pretty early on because when I learned how to crochet, I learned the basics on online. So I learned how to crochet the single crochet online, but then I didn't learn anything else. I just started making up stitches as I went. So I ended up learning what these stitches were called eventually. So like I made up like a half double crochet and increasing and stuff like that, where I didn't really know tutorials for them. I just kind of thought, oh, what if you did this or that? And then it turned out they were stitches. But some of the stitches that I made up, I couldn't find tutorials. Like, I didn't know what to call it. So when I first started making something new, and I would make it over and over, people would say like, oh, can I get a pattern for this? And I was like, yeah, I could figure out how to do a pattern for that. But there wasn't a name for those stitches. So then I started doing video tutorials, blah, 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 blah. So I guess the answer of how did I start creating patterns of my own was I started because people were asking for them a lot. Mostly for like when I was doing early on, I was making like a Batman hat, and a lot of people wanted to know how to crochet the bat for the Batman hat. And so I was like, okay, let me figure it out. And so I started doing video tutorials before I actually started writing down the patterns. So I would say I started in a very different way than I think most people usually start in creating patterns and stuff. But you know, not saying that I started wrong or right in any way. I think I started a little bit different than most people. And then the second half of that question, what was the most difficult part in figuring out the design process? That was probably the most difficult part, was probably figuring out how to explain stitches that there was no way to explain other than with a video. Because I had a really difficult time explaining it like in written format. I could explain, and I still have that problem sometimes. I can explain how certain stitches or patterns work vocally really easy. I can say, put a stitch here. But when you do it in a written format, it can be a little bit more confusing, a little bit more complicated. So, yeah. Kai is in the chat. Kai's Crochet. Hello. He asked, what is the ogre's name? This is Zezig. Zezig. And he is, oh man, I have a description for him of something that he really likes. Can't remember what it was. But yeah, that is Zezig. Kai, actually, I sent him a goblin a few weeks ago, and he named it Kaiorb, right? Is that right, Kai? Is it your goblin's name Kaiorb? I think it is. Yeah, that was really cool. Tina has the crocheted human heart. I actually have, let me show you it after I finish. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I almost forgot. I gotta do a lip, actually. Let me make the lip for our orc first, and then I'll show you something else. Six, 9. It's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna put that to the side. We'll get started on the body in just a second. But something that is really cool that at least I think is really cool, is that in my game, in my box of games, I have all these. So these are actually pieces that you add to the game to make it more interesting. So there's like weapons, there's shields and stuff. Let me show you a few. We're going to be making one of these later. This is a bow. So we'll be making one of these later in the stream. But yes, here's a bow. And what is cool is it comes, I make it on a pipe cleaner so that you can just like, pipe cleaner's coming apart a little bit, but so that you can take it and actually like put it in the hand of your character like that, so that they're holding it. Yeah. And I teach how to do that in some tutorials, but again, the book is going to have a lot more tutorials for that. So there's a bow. Let's see what else. We got little helmets. These actually can go on the heads of the characters. See? Boop. And there's little eye holes for this helmet. There's a bunch of different ones. I have like a bunch of different kinds of helmets. I'll go ahead and give this guy this one though. It's kind of cool. Put that there. Let's see. We got little pieces of meat. Put the meat down some more. This guy, there's a hammer. That's for Zig actually. He's usually holding the hammer. There's backpacks and shields. And the reason I brought this up is because I actually have a little miniature human heart that I use. And I use this for food in the game. Just because I think it's funny that they would eat a heart. There's a big club. Here's a little shield. So it's actually got a little pull string on it. So you put it around the arm and then you can pull it tight around the arm. Yeah. There's swords. Here's a sword. Again, it's got a little pipe cleaner in there, so you put it right in the hand. But yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. I was trying to find, I have one thing, I guess it's not in here. I don't know where I put it, but I have one thing that you use and you actually put it on an ogre. It goes on their arms. And, oh, that's a great idea, Desiree. A human eye, that'd be funny. It goes around the arms of your ogre, and it gives him a little backpack that a goblin can actually sit on the backpack. It's really cool. I don't know where I put it, though. It's somewhere. I don't know where. Tina, thank you so much for your support. Let's see. What can we put out for Tina? Let's do, oh, I know. Let's do a piece that is here. So this is a piece that I don't know if it's going to be in the book, but hopefully if the Kickstarter does really well, there will be like stretch goals for the Kickstarter. And again, I don't know when the Kickstarter is going to go live, probably in September. I wanted to do August, but I think I have to push it back a month because I'm getting these like the pop-out pieces made is taking a lot more time. Yeah, so for Tina, this is a piece that I'm hoping to add to the book, but I don't know if it's going to make it, hopefully. It's in the playtest now, but it's a dwarf. I think the pattern for this is in the rough drafts on the website, actually. But yeah, it's a little dwarf. I really like the dwarf a lot. So I'm going to put this guy out for you, Tina. Look at how, like, I just went crazy with his hair. And I really, really like it a lot. He's also wearing a little outfit, too. I actually did color changes to make that outfit right. We'll put this out here for you, Tina. He'll be right behind our... Actually, let's put him up here, because he's, like, one of the only ones that can actually fit in the screen, because he's so short. Yeah. So in Stitched, you're able to, where'd my green yarn go? Where is it? In Stitched, each one of these characters have special abilities. I said that weird. In Stitched, each of the characters have special abilities. And now currently on the website, you can't really see those abilities because they're going to be special for the book. But one of the abilities that dwarves have are they're really good at mining. So in the game, you mine for gold to use to purchase characters and items and stuff. And dwarves are extra good at mining. So they get like it makes it a little bit easier for them to mine. Tassalarian asks, have I watched Luca on Disney Plus? Yes, I have, and I loved it. It was so good. Yes, it was very good. If you haven't watched it, check out Luca. It's not my favorite Pixar movie I've ever seen, but it is up there. It's very good. I think my favorite might be Coco. I don't know, but check it out. Check out Luca on Disney Plus. It's very, very good. Also, Jules knows the person that does the voice of the young girl in Luca. She did a show with her, like a play with her. She was in Sound of Music with her right before quarantine. So that was kind of like cool, is that we know someone that was in the movie. Man, I should have eaten a little something before I started. We're gonna put the steak. The steak is looking yummy, though, so I'm very hungry. I'll probably do. I don't know. I'm just thinking ramen tonight. For some reason, everywhere on the West Coast is like on fire right now. Not like literally on fire, but it's just hot. It's super hot here in California. And Oregon and Washington, but not in San Francisco. In San Francisco, it's crazy cold, like really cold. My knees are so cold right now. But I'm going to be making ramen after this because it's quick and easy, and I'm cold, so I want something warm. I know that sounds crazy to people that are in places where it's crazy hot right now, but it ain't crazy hot here. Does my hook ever squeak? Yes, it does. Especially if I'm crocheting too tightly, it really squeaks then. Or if the yarn that I'm using, sometimes I buy yarn and I realize that they didn't really wash off the, usually when they make yarn, they add some kind of, I don't know, some kind of like coating to the yarn to make them, I think either to make it softer or to make it more UV resistant. I don't really know what they add the coating for, but sometimes they forget to wash the coating off, and then the yarn is super squeaky. I think I did a live stream where I crocheted Chubzilla once, like, you know, maybe a year ago now, and in that live stream the yarn was crazy squeaky. Okay, well, let's add our ears. Yeah, we'll add our ears here. Sometimes I like to add the ears a little bit lower down. Sometimes I like to add them a little higher up, but let's go with right here for right now, because when I do the picture for the front cover, I really want the picture is going to be more from the top down. So I think it'd be better to have the faces a little bit higher up on the body, so that when like you take the picture, it like looks down instead of looking straight ahead. So we're gonna do the face a little bit higher for this one. Oh, that's interesting. Misty says if your yarn squeaks, put a little baby powder on your hand. Oh, so that's an interesting tip. I will try that out. Yeah, it's like when SpongeBob would squeak those two pickles together. Absolutely. It's exactly like that. That's probably where SpongeBob got the idea. That's my conspiracy theory. Look how cool this setup is, by the way. I just wanted to shout that out. This is a pretty awesome setup here. I'm very proud of it. I think I'm going to redo the backdrop eventually for the picture, because I mean this backdrop's fine. I just think it could be a little bit better, but we'll see. Emilio! Oh, Emilio. Hello. My friend Emilio is in the chat. You might recognize him from our Stitched live stream that we did. I don't know. How long was that ago? Like half a year ago?
Did I hear Emilio?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
What?
Yeah, you want to say hi?
I was going to go to the laundromat first, and then say hi first.
Jules wants to say hi.
Hello. Wait, am I in the shot?
Here,
what?
I'll go.
Wait,
I'll go.
No, you go that way.
Go this way.
There we go. Hi. Hi, everybody. I heard you talking about Luca, too.
Yes. Yeah, I was telling him that we knew, or you knew.
Emma.
Emma, yeah.
Yeah, she was in Sound of Music with me before quarantine closed down the show. Sad. We never actually had a real audience. You were in the only audience.
Yeah. Well, you had one show.
No, it was supposed to be our last dress rehearsal, so we invited friends and family.
Right.
And it was at the very beginning of the pandemic, so we couldn't fill the house, so everyone was spread out.
Yeah.
In their own little.
It was really good though.
Groups. Yeah, it was really good. And then that was it.
Yep.
And the show will not be revamped, but Emma was great, and she's really sweet. Hi, everybody. Takoyaki. Where's Emilio? There's Emilio. Hello. Are you in Pittsburgh yet? Or are you still in the middle of nowhere?
Emilio's our really, really good friend. He used to live here. Well, actually, he used to live in this apartment.
This room, right? Or were you in this room and he was in the other one? I can't remember now. You were in this one for a very long time.
I can't
Sarah was in
remember.
the other one. Emilio, which room were you in? Were you in?
I think he was in the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But he's actually my he's my stitched partner. So it's been tough. Oh, he's in Pittsburgh, I think.
Yam.
I am in Pittsburgh.
Hi, Jane.
I'm guessing
Hi.
PGH means Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I guess that's the acronym. Now we know. Your daughter had to cancel Mamma Mia. That's sad. Yeah.
Here we go again.
It was really, oh gosh. It was pretty sad to close Sound of Music because there were so many children in the cast playing the kids of the Von Trapp family. And half of them were pretty devastated and were really upset when they heard that we had to close. And the other half, I don't think it had hit them quite yet until we were done. And then they were upset.
Yeah, and then they were like, wait, we put in all that work?
Wait, we're not going to do it again?
Yeah. Especially that you put in so much work beforehand. That's the biggest bummer. Is that and it's such a big cast.
Yeah, and they're going to age out of those roles. So they're not probably not going to play the role again.
Probably.
I might be able to play Maria again if someone's willing to have an older Maria.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I think should be an older Maria to match the age of the
movie?
captain.
Oh, right, yeah.
No, in the movie, she's like 20 years younger than him. That's a problem.
Oh, really?
I find it awkward.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, you're making dinner with Patrick. Hi, Patrick.
Oh, that's funny. David's funny. He said, Patrick? Yum. Because he's making it with, like, as food.
Oh.
Like, Patrick is the... Patrick is the seasoning.
I was playing Maria. Taserlin? I'm gonna call you Taserlin. That's a cool name. I want to know how you pronounce it. But I like the thought that you have Taser in the name, even though I know that's probably wrong.
Remember in Guardians of the Galaxy when the guy is named Taserface?
No. Is that the one that they steal his eye?
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, Laserface. I thought he was Laserface.
No, he's Taserface, and he thought he was so tough, and then Rocket starts laughing at him.
Yeah.
Thinking about him going, I'm Taserface. Anyhow, I don't know why I thought about because Tassalarian. Tasalarian.
Is that what? I'm so confused. Never mind.
She'll explain.
I should probably go get quarters for our laundry like I was supposed to.
Yeah, we desperately need to do laundry.
Desperately. We cannot wait to one day have our own washer dryer and not have to put quarters in.
Oh yeah.
We have washer dryer downstairs in the garage, but we have to put quarters in it for some strange reason.
Yeah. What's your favorite goblinoid?
Like ever that you've made? Or
well,
do you mean
that or like
type?
What's your favorite type?
Trolls.
Trolls.
For sure.
These little guys?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like trolls?
I find they have the most emotion. They're most expressive. I think of orcs as just like strong soldiers, and ogres kind of, you know, not much going on in the noggin. Goblins also tend to be like one note of like, ooh, sneaky, sneaky. But trolls I find most useful in the game when I play. I'm definitely a caster. That's my strategy usually.
Yeah.
And when you make a troll, it's so different than the last one you've made.
Yeah,
they all have their own personalities.
Yeah, I do put a lot of personality in the trolls, I think.
Hobgoblins are cool. I won't lie about that.
Yeah, hobgoblins are cool.
But my favorite is trolls, and that's why.
Yeah. Hobgoblins are cool, but there's not very many of them because they take so long for me to make.
How do you fit an elephant in the fridge?
Oh, he's done this. I don't know if that was him that made this joke before or someone. Wait, I don't remember how to.
How do you fit an elephant in the fridge, Lou?
I can't remember now. Shoot. Oh no. How do you do it?
Oh no.
Takoyaki, tell us.
Oh no.
I'm gonna start adding our face of our guy now.
Oh, what are you making? An orc?
Yeah, I'm making an orc. We're gonna do an orc with the bow. He's gonna be on the front cover.
And here I thought you meant bow for your hair.
Yeah.
And I got really excited.
I mean, we could do a bow for his hair.
You absolutely should do a bow for his hair.
Or we don't know. It might be a gal.
Yeah, but bows, I mean, clothing shouldn't be gendered. Bows shouldn't be gendered.
No, orcs shouldn't be gendered.
Yeah, I
Is
also
that
think
too
clothing
low?
should...
Maybe that's too low for his eyes. Maybe
No, I like it. No. I like where they are. I think any higher would be weird.
Really?
Yeah. It kind of looks like Yoda placement where the eyes are.
Because up here, let's see what they look like up here.
That looks like he's looking up.
Yeah, but the picture's going to be like him facing downward a little
Always
bit.
thinking about the picture.
So I'm thinking, well, this is specifically for the picture. This is going to be for the front cover of the book. We're going to do...
You're going to do it from a bird's eye view?
Yeah. Like this one, kind of.
Okay. Open the door, put the elephant inside, and close the door, Lou.
Oh, right.
Gosh.
Yes, I remember that.
Gosh.
This is like a 3-part joke, though. He'll probably ask the next part in a second.
Yes, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go before you finish it. I gotta go get those quarters. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Okay, so we got the eyes on our orc. I might move him down in a sec, but we're going to add his mouth first. I think I want his mouth a little bit... Well... Yeah, we'll try his mouth where I normally add him then, and see how that goes. Where'd I put... There it is. Where'd I put... There it is. Another thing that I'm working on for the game... Actually, let me show you before I continue sewing on this mouth. Because I want some water anyhow. But one of the things that I'm working on for the game is minimal crochet pieces. And I think I've showed them in live streams before, but here's a few examples. So they're like really simplified versions of these pieces because everything in the game is measured from the base of your piece. So you only really need like this. You only really need like a base, right? So I thought, well, what if I made some versions of the pieces that are way easier to crochet so that you can make them really fast. You don't have to make like a whole set that looks like this. Instead, you could just make little ones. So I have these little minimalist pieces like this. They kind of look like checkers kind of pieces. But yeah, we have like an ogre and there's an orc. So I'm working on these. This is a little troll that I thought the face of this troll was just so funny. It was kind of an accident that he's like so squished in there, but I just thought it looked so silly. Here's another troll. Let's see how... This is a hobgoblin. Let's see. And these are the playing cards for the game. So in the game, you actually measure distance using a regular old playing card to measure the distance. So you kind of go like this. This is an orc who goes slow, which means he goes the width of a playing card. You go like that. I mean, this is an ogre. Ogres go slow like that. But some characters, like goblins, go really fast. So you go like the length of a playing card like that. Yeah. It's actually a much more It's not as complicated as you think. Once you do one game of it, you pretty much got the gist. It's not that complicated. But you can make it more complicated if you want. What color am I making the orc? I'm making the orc in teal. I usually make all of my pieces in all of the pieces in different colors. So this is actually an addition to the book that I'm working on. There's going to be a whole section on how to make your pieces, not specifically how to crochet your pieces, although there will be a section for that as well, but instead how to think about designing your pieces. And one of the tips that I have is that you should make all of your pieces of a specific type the same color, so that it's very obvious which characters are orcs and which ones are trolls and yada yada. Yeah, so orcs I always make in teal, and they don't have a nose like trolls and goblins to make them more distinct and noticeable. Okay, so I'm going to be adding his eyes too. And now what we want to do for his eyes is we want to have him, like, he's going to be standing probably over here, and he's going to be shooting at the orc with a bow and arrow. And so what I want to do is we want to make his eyes look like he's aiming, aiming with the bow. So that would mean that we want this eye almost closed, and this eye maybe like a little bit closed, a little bit squinty, right? Yeah. Actually, yeah. When I was a young warthog, my dad was trying to teach me how to hunt. Because he would go hunting a lot, and he went hunting with a bow and arrow. Now, I didn't like hunting at all. Actually, I really didn't like it. But I did like shooting a bow and arrow. But what I learned from shooting a bow and arrow is that I was I was left eye dominant. Even though I'm right-handed, I was left eye dominant, and I found that out because when I would aim my bow, I would close the wrong eye. Instead, I'd keep I would shoot with my right hand like this, but I'd close my left eye and keep my right eye open, which is not you're supposed to do it the other way around. I don't remember, but I was looking with the wrong eye basically, and I was really, really bad at shooting a bow and arrow because of that. But that's how I found out that I was the wrong eye dominant, and also hunting taught me that I had really bad eyesight, so I got glasses because of that, because I couldn't shoot anything. I probably just didn't want to shoot anything, so I just kept missing, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? That was so long ago. Teal, I guess it's kind of blue. It's like a green blue. That's this. This is teal. That, I would say, that's called like blueberry blue. This one's called, I think, robin's egg. And then goblins are, I think it's called like country green, something like that. I do like going fishing. Yeah. Okay, bye, Emilio. Yeah, we'll talk this week. I'll give you a call later. Okay, so I'm going to add, let's see, do I want to add, no, let's keep going over on the lip. So we're just sewing on a lip now. I think we should also add a tongue so that he's like, with a little tongue out while he's aiming. And maybe we can add some rings and a ponytail. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking about. We're gonna have to cover that eye up really a lot, so let's see. Yeah, let's do one more over here while we sew on this mouth here. Yeah, let me know if you ever have any questions like that again, Rebecca. Okay. Alright, this lip is almost fully sewn on. I just have to put that other end on there. Now let's try covering up this eye with this yarn. So we'll start over here. And we got to add the nose still too. But I think I'll just start going over and over here until it's almost all the way covered up. We'll see how this goes. One. Yeah, I think if I just keep doing that, it'll like look like an eyelid that's covering up his eye. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see what we're doing here. Boom. This will help me get. There we go. Oh, let's try it again. Yeah. And I'm back. I snuck on whilst at work. Technically, I'm doing this while I'm supposed to be working, so I hear you, Cakes by Choppa. It's funny calling you Cakes by Choppa. Okay, so maybe a few more here. Okay, so there's the upper eyelid. Because we want him like really squinting with this eye, right? So we're going to be maybe doing like yeah, that's getting there. That's getting there. Let's add a few more though for this eyelid. Ah, what'd I do? Oh, okay, we're good. We good. Yeah, okay, this time we want it to go over the eyelid, so I'm going to try sewing on this side a little bit higher, because normally I've been going in like right there, but I think if we go in a little bit higher, like right there, it'll keep the eyelid a little higher up on the eye, which is what we want. Also, maybe it'll make him look like a little bit angry, which is kind of what we're looking for. We're not looking for like too angry, but just enough. How's that? Well, that looks like he's got, yeah, I think that's pretty good, right? Okay, so wait, let's zoom out and let's put him in position. So he'll be like right here, right? That. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear that he's got one eye almost closed. All right, do I want to, yeah, we'll sew on the nose separately. Dude, yes you do. Absolutely. Please introduce me to Chantel. Send me an email, like with both of us or something, and say hi and introduce us. That would be awesome. I would very much appreciate that, Choppa. If you can. Here's two. Oh, any tips on designing designing your own patterns? Well, I gave you man, you ask that like every time. I feel like I need to just like write down a bunch of tips so that I'm prepared for next time when you ask this. Because let's see, what are some tips I can give you for designing your own patterns? Well, last time we talked about drawing. It is very helpful, even if you can't draw very well, to illustrate your idea a little bit, just so you know the kind of like the pieces that you're going to want to make for it, because often you want to sew different pieces together, so it's pretty helpful to have ones that are like that, so you know exactly the kind of pieces that you want to make for it. That's always a good tip. I would also say don't be the first one that you make, you're not gonna like, most likely. I mean, sometimes I'm really lucky and I really like the first version of whatever I make, but most of the time I don't. really like the first one. And so don't be discouraged by that. You know, that's fine. Like, that's totally expected that you're not going to like it the first try. But that just means do it again. And a tip that I always give when designing your own patterns is, once you have a design that you like, make it again and again. If you can, if it's not that big of a pattern, make it over and over again, because every time you make it, you'll find something new that you want to add to it. And once you publish the pattern, it's really hard to go back and say like, oh wait, never mind, there's a new version of the pattern now because I wanted to add this, or I wanted to make this a little bit easier to understand. It's best if you have that before you publish the pattern, and the best way to find those things that you're going to want to change is to make it over and over. Yeah. What? She spins and dyes yarn? Are you kidding me, dude? Why haven't you connected us already? Oh my gosh. Yes, you absolutely need to connect us. Okay, so I like that for the nose. Let's see if you can see it really in the... Let's see, maybe if I zoom it in a little bit, get a better... Yeah, I think that's not bad for the nose. I might like pull it out a little bit so that it's a little bit more like clear, you know, because I really want to have, like, I really like the nose to have like two, just like slits basically for the nose. And I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. So let's do this. Now again, we don't want to get too detailed with our orc because we don't want the details to take away from our character. But that being said, we definitely want to add a lot of details to him. We want to add at least some details to him. And one of the things we want to add is, let's add a tongue and a tooth. At least one tooth and at least one tongue. Yeah, see? Desiree, you were the one that made Ursula. Oh my gosh, you did so well. So Desiree said that she did the drawing thing for Ursula before she made Ursula. And she said the drawing was awful. But just like how Divine Rose said, your Ursula was amazing. So well done. So there you go. Maybe it helped. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do a tooth now. Now I want the tooth to be a little bit sharp, so I did an extra chain than I normally do for the teeth so that it's got a little bit extra of a point on it. Oh, sorry, the video, I realize I'm still zoomed in really far. So we'll go like that. So ding, 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 ding. Okay. How long have we been going for? Oh, just about an hour. We're doing all right. Okay, so we're going to add a tooth. Let's do... I think if you were to aim, so if you were aiming a bow, and you had one eye closed, where would you put your tongue? Probably on the same side as you put the eye, right? Right? Because if you closed this eye, I guess it wouldn't really matter. Oh, I forgot to put this in our board. Let's go ahead and put this little arrow in it. Let's see. I know, we'll do an arrow like this to point to the tip. That's great. All right. Yeah, thank you, Desiree. Sorry I didn't see your note about being zoomed in until now. So we want the tongue on this side and the tooth on this side? I think that'd be good. Well, maybe not. Maybe the tongue... Okay, let's try... I don't know. I keep... Yeah, let's do a tooth on this side, because then the tongue I can do like right more in the middle here, and it'll be like folded over the lip, so it won't get into the way of the eye, because the eye is really important for this character, you know, because you want to know what he's looking at. You want to see what he's looking at. Okay. And we're going to try putting the tooth like a little further away, again, so we can give more attention to our eyeballs. Our eyeballs. Dude, thank you, Choppa. Thank you. I P-shape you. Oh, what did I do here? I don't know what Doanjang Jiajay is, coffee and crochet, but apparently it's something weird to cook at 9 a.m. Please explain what it is. Or to the side the okay, so the tongue would be middle, or to the side the eye is. That's what Divine Rose said. So we'll try like a little bit like near the no, maybe we can do I don't know. Let's see what this tooth looks like, and then we'll consider from there. I need to fast forward the music because we don't want this music in the background. Oh, it's that music again. Let's change to a different. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Maybe they're getting prepared for dinner. Fermented soybean stew. That's what that difficult thing to say is. Never heard of it. I ain't never heard of it. Must be a Korean dish. Okay, do we like this tooth? Yeah, that's pretty good. We're definitely going to need a name for this orc, by the way, eventually. I think maybe we'll put 2 teeth. I think if you put the word fermented in front of almost any word, it makes it sound gross. Fermented toes. Fermented bunnies. Stop fermenting those bunnies. Leave the bunny out of it, man. He didn't want to be fermented. Oh, it's basically miso soup. Well, I like miso soup. Okay, so we're going to try... I'm going to make this other tooth smaller. And I'm going to try something that I made last night for a miniature tooth. We'll see how this goes. I basically do a single crochet 2 together. And I chain 3 and do a single crochet 2 together in the 2 chains instead of doing a single crochet. And it makes the tooth like a little bit different. I've made so many of these characters that now I'm like experimenting with such subtlety? No, subtlety? Different parts of them. Okay, let's see how this tooth looks like if I sew it on there. Oh, actually, let's get some pink yarn and do the tongue too. Before I get too ahead of myself here. Man, I could really go for some ramen now. You're making me hungry. Yeah, we'll do 4. And then we'll do, yeah. Okay. So there's our tongue. Let's see, where do we want it? I think we're gonna want it here. Like that. Or up. Or here. That. Okay, let's try this tooth on the other side first. If the orc played music, you could call it orchestra. I like that. That's clever. What's your favorite bird, and have I made a toucan burb yet? Well, the answer to the second question is yes, I have made a toucan burb. Boop. And my favorite one is probably the... That's such a difficult question. You know that's a tough question. I really like the barn owl. I think the barn owl is maybe my favorite. But I reserve the right to change that answer because I like all burbs. What was fast? Why is my toucan right there? Oh, my burb, here, actually, you might be able to see it. So this is my burb perch. I keep it to the side here. It's covered in them. Oh no, I dropped one. But it's like covered in burbs all the way down. So there's cardinals and turkeys and seagulls and swans. They're just there. It just works too perfect. I think that's pretty good for the... I think I like a second tooth there. Ooh, Allura said you can make a dragon if you want, but then I don't know how you would make the dragon wings. I'll tell you what. I'll show you. You want to see how to do it. Check this guy out. This is for you, Allura. This is my dragon pattern that I'm working on. It was supposed to come out. It might come out in August. It'll definitely be out by September, no question. But this is how I did the dragon wings. It's really, like, honestly, this is one of the most unique ways that I've made wings before. It's really cool. So, yeah, it's neat. So, there's my dragon with his dragon wings. And then I actually have miniature versions also. With the wings made in a similar fashion. I don't know if I have them. Yeah, I don't know if I have any of the mini dragons here, but I do have miniature dragons as well. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oops, I missed a bunch of emails from work. This is what I get for doing it in the middle of the day. Oopsies. Okay, so, oh, we wanted to add our tongue. Like here. I think I want it facing outward more. Dragon hype! Yeah, the dragon is actually a rough draft pattern now on the website if you would like to try it out and give me advice. Rough draft patterns are only really available for membership accounts, but if you have a membership account, you can find it by just going to clubcrochet.com/roughdrafts, and the dragon is one of them. And I'm looking for advice on how I wrote the pattern because it's a very big pattern. There might be a bunch of goofs in it, so I just need some feedback. If you have a membership account and would like to check that out and provide feedback, check it out. Please do. Burbs but dragons. Ooh, that's a good idea. Dragon burbs. What do I... Faith asks, what do I do for a living? Well, the truth is that mostly I crochet. But I don't get paid as much for crocheting as I do for my other job. I also work for a company called Top Coder. They're a company that basically gets apps made for other companies. And I am the video producer and social media manager for that company. But mostly I do like animated videos and stuff for clients. I also do like some freelance stuff also here and there. Okay, so there's my orc face. It's not nearly as interesting as the crochet. There's my orc face. I think the tongue is pretty good. I like it. I like it. I want to add probably an earring to him, but we can do that later. And then maybe, of course, a ponytail. But again, that's something we can add later. So I think we'll go with that for the face, and we'll just continue the body. Yeah, if you ever need someone to make a motion graphics animation or whatever, I guess let me know. All right. I think dragon burbs are a very good idea. Oh, did you hear that? Oh my gosh, that was so good. Oh man, now I'm thinking about how I could do a dragon burb. That's such a good idea. I really, really like that. Okay, so how many rounds of body should I make? We will see. Sometimes I change up the body of my orcs so that they have like a little bit longer of a body, and sometimes I do it so they have a little bit shorter of a body. So we'll see how that goes. Am I too loud, Evan? My voice? Oh, the crack. The neck crack was too loud. Let's see if I can do a finger. Oh, so good. I'm the poppiest boy. Pop, pop. Anybody know what that's from? Who can tell me that that's from first? Pop, pop. I think we're going to make this orc with pants on. Usually I do like a loincloth or something, but I want to add actual pants to this orc. I think we'll go 2 more rounds of the body. I thinks. I totally should crochet the Critical Role team, or the Adventure Zone. Anybody else listen to the Adventure Zone? I think Tassalarian does. Tassarlin. Wait, so is this the last round or? No. We're going to do this round, and then we're going to do the round where I change colors. Nope, that's not what it's from. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's what you think critical. That's what you think the pop pop is from. Nope. Here, I'll do the hand symbols too, which might help. Pop pop. You too, Stacy. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Can I make a pattern for the toucan soon? Yes, I think I can do that. I think I too can. I will have to work on that, but yeah, I think that would be fun. It's a little bit complicated of a pattern, but that's, that's all right. Just because there's a lot of color changing. You have all the graphic. I'm reading the first Adventure Zone, or I'm rereading the first Adventure Zone graphic novel now because we have the first 3 and I've only read the first 1. So I need to catch up. But I'm listening to the new season right now and it's very good. I'm such a dork. Yeah, well, you are too. Alright, so I've always been pretty dorky, I gotta say. Okay, so I am working now on the pants. Gonna make my orcs some pants. I mean, of course I'm a dork. Look at what I'm doing right now. If you're in this live stream right now and you're like, and you weren't like, oh yeah, Louis a dork, you didn't already catch on, man. You know what, Desiree? I don't think I did ever release the Cardinal. Shoot! I can't believe I totally forgot about that. I can't believe I never thought about that until now either. Huh. I guess I'll have to do it again this winter. Maybe, yeah. Oh, shoot. I can't believe I forgot about coming out with the Cardinal pattern. That's totally my bad. Totally my bad. Whoopsies. I whoopsied that one. How long? Leaf Sauce asks, how long have I been crocheting for? I have been crocheting since sophomore year of high school, which would be in, I graduated 2010, so I think I started in 2007, so I think I've been crocheting for about 14 years now. Is that right? I think for that long. Ava, welcome to the stream. You're late. You're a little bit late, but that's okay. That's all right. We're still rocking and rolling. Making our orc dork. In Stitched, the game, there's a menu that you can go to like that you can use to like purchase your characters, or at least like help choose the items that you want to purchase. And the menu is called Le Menu de Orc because it's the menu of orc, but dork sounds like dork, so that was the plan there. Janny says that explains why I'm so fast. I think what helps me crochet so fast also is not only that I've been crocheting for so long, but that I've been crocheting for so long so regularly. I think I've crocheted for 14 years. I think I've crocheted on average about 2 or 3 hours each day. On average, if you were to average that out, which is, someone do the math for me. 14 years with, okay, so 14 years is 365 days. I mean, plus there's some leap days, but, you know, let's disregard the leap days. So that is 365 times 14, and then multiply that by 2. We'll say 2 because I think that's safe, because there's probably days where, you know, I don't crochet at all. But then there's some days where I crochet for like 10 hours. How many hours is that? Someone do that math for me. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna do this. Spin boy. Twirls. The push-pull method. I actually don't even know what that means. What does that mean? I think we're going to do leg. Thank you, Soledad. Sorry, I just saw the comment. Thank you. Really? Oh, man. Minion 827. Here's what you got to do. Check out my pattern for color change, or my video for color changes. You can find it at clubcrochet.com/color2, the number 2. It is a tutorial that I came out with where I teach how to do color changes a lot, and it's so useful. Like, I really think that is a super useful tutorial to teach how to do color changes. I think it's really helpful. Check it out. What's the longest I've been crocheting nonstop? I would say I think I've probably crocheted for... I think the max I've crocheted nonstop is probably like 8 hours, I would say. Just because, you know, you have to stop and eat or something. Wow, I have been crocheting, rough estimate, but I've probably been crocheting for over 10,000 hours, which is quite a lot. I think that technically makes me an expert. I'm pretty sure the expert threshold is over 10,000 hours in a given craft makes you an expert. So I would say I am an expert crocheter. Professional hooker, as I like to call it. Oh, holding the hook, yeah, and catch the yarn instead of actually yarning. Yeah, I don't like crocheting with yarn with my. Yeah, I don't like crocheting in the pencil method. So like, here, hold on, let me finish this stitch and all. So the pencil method would be like this, and I hate crocheting like that just because it, I just think it's more difficult, especially for amigurumi, but just in general, I think that crochet method is more difficult for me. But it is quicker. It's definitely fast, especially if you like get used to it and you understand what you're doing. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. Hola, Lula. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo estás? Je ne sais pas. Made myself laugh. You know, I actually have crocheted a minion before, and I think I got a cease and desist from the company that owns Minion. So I don't know if I'll ever come out with a pattern for a minion, but it would be cool to redo it. Excelente. Hold on, I think I can. I don't know. How do you say hungry? I'm very hungry, because that is the truth. I'm pretty hungry right now. But let's trick my body by drinking some water. And then let me grab a pipe cleaner. We're actually going to need 2 pipe cleaners, just in case. And we'll need some brown yarn, but I want to use some like softer brown yarn. And we're going to need some thread. I don't know where I put. Oh, there it is. This and this. Okay, so I got some pipe cleaners. That's going to be to put in the arms, and we're going to use that for making the bow. We got some different, like a slightly different shade of brown yarn. That's going to be for the bow. I got a little pliers. I don't know if I'll need these, but thought, you know, why not grab them? And then I got this. I thought we could use this maybe for an earring or something. Maybe a nose ring. That'd be kind of a cool nose ring. I don't know, something like that. And we'll also need to add hair. And then I grabbed some white thread. That's going to be for the bow also. We'll put those to the side there. Oh, what is a... Okay, so Abby asks, do I have any recommendations for a travel project? You leave for Florida tomorrow for an 8-hour trip. Ugh. Now, I'm always going to suggest Amigurumi because I love crocheting Amigurumi, and you can make a bunch of different things. So that's my personal preference. That being said, Amigurumi maybe isn't the best thing to do for a travel project just because you need like a bunch of different materials, and you'll also need to be cutting yarn and sewing things together and stuff. But personally, I would say make a bunch of goblins because that's what I always do. What I usually do when I go on long trips like that is I actually crochet a goblin, or I bring my yarn to make orcs, goblins, and trolls, and then I find someone in the plane and I make a goblinoid version of that person. That's what I really like to do when I go on long flights. It's probably the nerdiest thing ever, but that is what I really like to do on flights. Came back from Japan or from France, I made a troll that goes by, his name is Pollo. The Pollo is a traveling troll salesman. Maybe not a salesman, but he's just a traveling troll. And I made him based on some stranger in an airplane. Except for Pollo's wearing a fez, and the guy that I based him off of was not wearing a fez. Okay, so we got pipe cleaners that we're going to be adding into our arms. A goblin Karen. Oh, Desiree, a 10-hour drive. Ay, ay, ay. I do have a lot of unique characters. That is definitely true. You want to see one? Here, let's bring out another character. We haven't gotten a donation in a while, but that's okay. We'll just start putting out more characters. Let's see what we got here. Okay, how about this? You guys decide. Do you want an orc, a troll, ogre, hobgoblin, goblin, a fungaloid, or another dwarf, or a mystery one? Ooh, there's also I actually have some kobolds too, which are another character that I'm working on for the game. I think I even have an ent. Whoa, Norway, that's awesome. I want to go. Okay, troll. We got 2 trolls right away. We're gonna do troll. Here, I got one right here. That's really cool. Probably, maybe one of the coolest trolls ever. Okay. So this, I think his name is John E. the Second. He is a. Sorry, one sec. I gotta fix his earring. It's coming apart. Okay. Here we go. So this is John E. the Second. He is a shaman of the Brass Button tribe. I think that's where he's from. And you can see he's very well respected, hence all of his buttons on there. I think that the Brass Button tribe probably used buttons as currency. Let's flip this one over. So he's got a necklace of buttons. He's got his little staff with a button on it. And what's really cool, and he's got earrings too. He's got 2 earrings. And what's cool about this earring actually is it's starting to rust, which I love. I think that's so cool that the earrings are actually rusting. And his hat actually comes off his face. See? So it's not sewn on him. He's wearing like the skull mask. And he's blind. He's a blind troll. He sees with magic. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what creature this helmet like is from, but it's from something. Also, his outfit here, this actually comes off too if you want it off. He's got I don't know why he has a pin in him, but he's got a pin in him for some reason. So yeah, this is John E. second, and we're gonna put John E. right here. It's spelled D-J-O-N, and then space, you know, I for the second. He's a cool dude. He is pretty cool. All right, we need to add, we need this. We need a little bit of our stuffing. And, yeah, so we're gonna add our arms now. Yeah, Johnny is really cool. He's one of the cooler trolls. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what. Once I finish the arms, I'll show you another troll that maybe is even cooler than Johnny. Maybe. That's a high. I mean, I know that's some high stakes there, but she's very, very cool. I don't think she has a name though, so I might need your ideas for name. Where did I get the white safety eyes? That's a great question, Faith. I actually painted those eyes. So what I do is I take. Now you can use either. You can use nail polish. Sometimes I use nail polish, but I think that for those eyes, I actually used whiteout. So I actually just took some whiteout and I painted the top of painted the regular black eyes with whiteout, and it works perfect. So, little tip for you. And then you can actually, if you use whiteout, you can actually draw on the whiteout with a Sharpie too, so you can make like the eye white and then like the iris of the eye black. Kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna add our arms now. We want one arm here. Is that too low? No, I think it's nice that low, actually. Oh, wait. Pointing out the outfit coming off, and I'm thinking, did Louis crochet a butt crack? Some of them I do, actually. Crochet butt cracks. One of the trolls, the hobgoblins. It was one of the first hobgoblins I made. He's in the closet over there. He actually has a ding dong. He's got a little loincloth, and if you lift up the loincloth, you see his dingling. All right, we're gonna put the other arm right here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and then we'll just sew this arm on it. Yeah, it's really funny. I strongly considered when I made that hobgoblin to do that on like all my characters with loincloths. At least like all the male characters with loincloths. But then I was like, maybe I don't do that. So he's the only one with it. Okay, so we're gonna crochet 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, I have made quite a lot of burbs. That is definitely true. Man, I want to go to Norway. That's awesome. I'd love to go to Norway. Or Iceland. I'd also really love going to Iceland. I've always wanted to. But I think my next trip is going to be going back to Japan. I loved Japan so much, and I really, really want to see... The butt. I should do the butt for the bigger characters. You're right. I totally should do the butt more often. I really want to go to Osaka. I never went to Osaka when I went to Japan. I would like to see Osaka. Plus flights right now to Japan. I mean, currently they're not letting people in, but when they do let people in, flights are so cheap. They're like dirt cheap. It's like, oh, let's buy a flight now. Go to Japan when we can. Ooh, what would I recommend crocheting for someone's birthday? You need a gift for your dad. Okay, so first we got to figure out what kind of dad do you got? You got like goofy dad? I mean, who doesn't have a goofy dad? I'm guessing you probably got a goofy dad. If you got a goofy dad, you should make him a burp. You should make him a little a pigeon burp, because those ones are silly and awesome. I think he would really appreciate that. But I think regardless, it can't go wrong with crocheting like anything amigurumi. I think that anything that you make him will just mean so much to him. I know that if I had a kid and they gave me something that they made for my birthday, that would really mean a lot to me. So I don't think you can go wrong personally with whatever you make. Okay, so we got our arm. See, so the arm's gonna be like that, and then the other arm's gonna be like straight out like that, and then we'll put the bow in this arm. We might need to add another eyelet, actually. Maybe, I don't know. Right? We want a bow here, and then we'll do the, yeah, and then we need to add hair and stuff. Okay, so we need to finish sewing on this arm first. Oh yeah, the Pokemon. I went to the Pokemon Center actually in Japan, and that was pretty cool. I really want to go to Nintendo World next time I go to Japan too, though. That would be really cool if it's open. Oh yes, the thumbnail of this video shows the bird on the orc's head. That is Bobo. Bobo is he is a friend of the birds. Bobo, the friend of the birds. Oh my god, Johnny, thank you! Oh my god, wait, how has that not come up yet? Huh, that's crazy. But, Johnny, dude, thank you so much! Oh, what are we gonna... Ooh. Do you want a hobgoblin or an ogre? Is it Janny or Johnny? I never know how to say your name. You need to give me some direction here. How do I pronounce your name? Because you donate all the time, and I feel bad that I maybe say your name wrong. Let's put out a... Oh, you did. Okay, it did do it. Okay, my bad. Let's do a hobgoblin. We don't have a hobgoblin out here yet, so let's put out a hobgoblin for her. Okay. Let's do... I got this one right over here. Give him a hat too. So this one doesn't normally have the hat. John E. Yeah, okay, so I did say it right. I think. I don't know. Okay, so this is up. I'm gonna put this out for you. He needs a name though. You need to name him. I really like him. You can see he's got a sort of a affliction here, let's say. So the story goes that these goblinoids from the Brass Button tribe, which is actually the same tribe that he is the shaman for, started to get these kind of weird scabs, these weird like growths on them. Which here, let me find it quick. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so this one, oh, I think he does. He might actually have a name. I guess he doesn't have a name yet. If you have a good name for him, Jenny, let me know. But yes, it is fungus actually that is growing off of him, and he is he's a fungus. He takes the fungus, and he puts it in a stew, and he mushes it around, and he calls it Oh, yeah. Okay, so these are rashes. That's right. So these are rashes that are growing on him. So he takes the rashes off and he puts them in a stew and he mixes it up and he calls it rash mash. Rash mash. And goblinoids love it. It tastes great to them. But it turned out that these were just funguses that were growing on them, and they were looking for how to like a remedy for them, and it turned out the remedy was just called a bath. They haven't heard of it yet, but it's called a bath. Scrung. I like scrung. I know that maybe wasn't part of the name, but I like the name scrung. So we're gonna put him here, and we'll give him a little hat for him. He's got a little fedora. Boop. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Just for the simple fact that I really like putting out more of these little characters. I seriously have bags of goblinoids. So keep the donations coming, and I'll show you more of them. Yeah, I like Umskrung. I think that's a great name. Hopefully I remember it. Umskrung. I think he is I'm pretty sure he's the inventor of Rashmash. He owns a sludge soak that is on the borders of the Brass Button tribe. And he owns a sludge soak there, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a mud bath, basically. That goblinoids like to sit in and get all icky. It's I think his thing says, okay, wait. Yeah, so this is he going for afternoon sludge soak. Yeah, they call them sludge soaks. Yep, I got a goblin army. Don't mess with me. I got an army of tiny crocheted goblins. Yes. Oh my god, a new musical. I actually have a poem written for orcs. It's called it's called The Orc and the Pork. And I've never published it or never really did anything with it, but it's basically a story about a little prince pig and a little a short orc. The orc's name is Gru, and the little pig's name is Prince Porker, and they become friends and stuff. It's a really cute little short story. Maybe I'll tell you it maybe in the next Goblin live stream. In like a few weeks or something. Okay, so we got our arms done. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Next we need to Well, I don't think I want to add a jacket to him. We could add a jacket to him, but let's keep him top, like no shirt. We do need to add a belly button. I always add belly buttons to my goblinoids. That is just a personal preference. I say that's what gives them life is the belly button. That is not necessarily true, but who knows? It does kind of look like a goblin version of Stitch from like Lilo and Stitch, I suppose. I see how you can see that. The tongue helps, I think. Alright, so we got a belly button there. Just a little X above his pants. They always have outies. No innie belly buttons. Like that face? Well. Okay, so we got a belly button on. Next up, let's see how this would look in his nose as a nose ring. It might be too distracting though. It's like just a little too big. And an earring. I think an earring might be too distracting too, actually. It's just too massive. Okay, maybe we'll save this for like a hobgoblin or something that has bigger ears and stuff. And maybe instead we'll do give him a 6-pack. Yeah, we could probably give him a 6-pack. We could probably do that. Let's see. Where's our green guy? Let's see what a 6-pack looks like. It'd be funny. Let's see. Now, no promises here. This might not stay, but it's worth a shot. Give him a 6-pack. Give him a 6-pack. Okay, David. I hear ya. I'm trying. He's a strong boy. He's gonna be a big, strong boy. This might be a little high for a 6-pack. Let's start down here. You're so funny. All right. 6-pack, huh? Let's go 1 there. All right, that's a good start. Still gotta make his bow and stuff too. There. And then we'll do one more of those above it. version of that time I got reincarnated as slime. He's looking mighty fine. Big strong boy. A big strong boy with his big strong six-pack. God, I'm such a nerd. All right. Next up, we want to add, probably like, let's see. We want to add, we're going to add the bow last. Gold yarn in it. Let's use this gold yarn. Part of this star that I don't really care too much about. And let's use this to add, he's got a lot going on with his mouth, so I don't think we need a lip ring, but maybe a bracelet and an earring. I don't know if we'll have enough yarn for both, but let's start with the, bracelet. So like, come out here. And then we'll go 2, back in. There we go. Now he's got a bracelet. That's pretty good. I think we got enough for an earring too. It's the details like this that make Stitch so much fun because when you play the game, these little details like, okay, why does he have a bracelet on? Or maybe he gets his bracelet stolen in a game. And it's he's in a consistent battle with whoever stole his bracelet. But that's one of the things I really love about Stitched is the each of your pieces mean so much more because of like little things that you add to it. So let's do an earring. Uh-oh. Pulled that earring out a little too much. Need something to double knot it with. Okay. Round. I think just one earring is fine. Sometimes I add like a double earring, but I think one is good. Because he's already got he's got so much character already to him. And we're going to add some hair too, so. We don't want to overdo it. He can't have everything. Or can he? Or can he? Jump rings? Oh, like stitch markers. Yes. Actually, this guy used to have, I think, a stitch marker for a nose ring. But that's a great idea. I don't have any stitch markers that are actual rings. Mine all look like, not really like, they look like stitch markers, not like little rings. But I wish I had ones that look like rings. That would probably be better. Okay, so he's got his earring. He's got a six-pack. Let's give him a ponytail, right? I think we should give him a ponytail. Oh, okay. Desiree thinks we should give him a pendant to draw attention towards the six-pack of detailing. Okay, so, but the problem is we're already going to have a bow there. I feel like it's going to be just like too much in the middle, so I don't think I want to add that. I mean, you'll probably still be able to see it. But I do want to add hair. I think we should use this fuzzier yarn for hair that I had. I actually already had it prepped because I knew I wanted to add it. So let's do a little bit more. Actually, okay, so here, I'll give you guys an option here. Option A, we do a ponytail, which I think would look really cool. Option B, we could do a beard down. But honestly, beard would be good. But again, we're going to have like something right here. So I don't want the attention to be taken away from the bow and stuff. So maybe a ponytail is best. Oh, people are saying ponytail gang. People are saying ponytail gang. I guess we should do the ponytail then. I was leaning towards ponytail anyhow. Okay. Let's do it. Give him a mullet. He's not getting a mullet. He's not getting a mullet. Maybe we'll do a mullet for another character, but mullet is just too much. That would take me a while. Stop it, David. He's not getting a mullet. Alright, so that's, I think, enough hair for him to get a pretty good ponytail. Ponytail gang. Okay, so... yeah. So, like... that. I'm not giving him a mullet, David. He's not getting it. We'll save the mullet for another character. Because a mullet's not a bad idea. In and of it, well, I mean, a mullet is a bad idea in and of itself. If you ever have an idea and you're like, hey, maybe I should get a mullet, you shouldn't. The answer is probably you should not get a mullet. But a mullet for an orc, now you're onto something. But maybe a future orc. Not this one. Girl goblins be saying he's looking mighty fine. There we go. So that's 2. We're gonna tie it down a little bit too. Oh, maybe we can make it like go off the side like that so you can like see it a little bit. Let's see, we got 2. Let's do a 3rd. Hair. I think 3 should make it a thick enough ponytail. If we go like down here, maybe out through there. Hey, Esther. Oh, Coffee and Crochet says that she wants to crochet an 80s space vampire with a mullet. That is very specific and a genius idea. Very good idea, in my opinion. All right, so we got our... should we do gold for his, like, to hold the ponytail down? Because I'm thinking we do like this and we have it like go off to the side a little bit, so that way you can still see it from the front. Because while a surprise ponytail is amazing. You gotta love a surprise ponytail. But in this piece, you're not gonna be able to see it if it's not in the front. So we're gonna have it like that. You know, so you can still see that he has a ponytail on. We'll have it tied down about like right there. So let's see, let's do how many burbs have I crocheted? Maybe like 30? 30 or 40? Maybe a few more. Now, how many different kinds of burbs? Probably like only like 10 different kinds, but 30 in total. I've crocheted a lot of pigeons, so probably like I've crocheted probably 10 pigeons at least. Maybe more. Maybe I've crocheted 50 burbs. We're going to go put the ponytail here. See how this looks. I'm using a slightly different yellow for the tie for the ponytail, but that's okay. I just go around it twice and then I go back in through just next to that. Let's see how this looks. because then it holds the ponytail down a little bit. That's pretty good. I mean, I think I need to trim a few of the ends there, but I think that's pretty good. That's what it looks like from the back. So it is kind of going off to the side, but that's what we want because we want to be able to see it from the front, you know? Since he's going to be on the cover. Perfect. Yes, David, totally, I see what you're saying there. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for posting it there so I can remember. I'll see it later tonight. I'll write it down. There we go. Okay, so we've got a ponytail. Now let's I'm just gonna trim just like a few little ends here so that they're different lengths. That. 'Cause I want some long, some short, so it looks more like natural. Is that maybe? He's like, okay, and we're gonna take all these extra little bits, stuff them up with those. Before we finish crocheting this guy, where'd I put the stuffing? Oh, it just fell. Oh, bye, David. You leaving? Okay. So, there's the head stuffed up. And stuff them a little bit with this extra yarn. I like using the yarn stuffing not only because it helps me like get rid of waste, but it also is like way more dense than regular polyfill stuffing. It gives their character like more of a density to them, which I really like that a lot. Okay, and then we will add. Let's crochet them closed, and then we can start adding. Oh, bye, Rebecca. And then we can start adding the bow. We can start making that. Bye, the Shibi. Oh, you were saying bye to Rebecca. Gotcha, David. All right, so now. We will have to find a nickel. I have one somewhere. I know I will. I got a bunch of them. I always buy like rolls of nickels because I like to add nickels into them to keep them stuffed up. Keeps them weighed down a little bit too. Oh, thanks, Minion. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're almost. I think we're coming up to the. We're definitely past the halfway mark. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do my last 2 rounds here, and then I'll go find a nickel, and then I'll, well, I got an idea. Let's just go with that. Man, this guy looks dope. This guy looks so cool. His 6-pack actually is like cool. It looks really good. This was a great idea, David. Good thinking. Hey, Bobby. Thanks for joining. All right, so we're doing our last round of the body here before we make our bow. There we go. One more. Okay. All right, now we need a little bit more stuffing. Now what do I do with the stuffing? I swear, I like use it and then I'm like, I don't need it no more. Oh, it's just on my feet. Okay, now I need to grab 2 things. One is I need to grab a nickel. And then 2, I want to grab another troll that you guys are going to love. I think she's really cool. And I don't think she technically has a name, but she is also blind. Like Johnny up there. So let me go grab that troll and a nickel. I'll be right back. I mean, I'll be in here, so you'll hear me struggling. Ah, struggling, help! Ah, oh, I'm struggling. Let's see, where do I keep my nickels? Okay, actually, I do need to go in the other room. I'll be right back. All right, I found the nickel. Okay. So 1, I found our nickel. Go ahead and stuff this into his little bum. Boop. Give him a little bit of weight. Helps him stand up a little bit. And then the cool troll that I want to show you. There she is. Okay. Dude, this one's so cool. This one's so cool. So this is another troll that I made, whose name I don't remember. She's supposed to be like a witch, you know? She's blind like... Oh, shoot. My bad. There we go. She's blind like the other one. There we go. But what's really, really cool about her is check this out. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Quick, I'll give you a second to think about what I could possibly be about to do. All right, here we go. That's right. The head spins around completely. Isn't that awesome? It's so cool. It's so cool. I think the arms maybe do too. Yeah, the arms can turn also. So, yeah, she's pretty much super duper awesome. Pretty much the coolest. Should be looking around, looking behind her. Yeah. Super cool. And she's gonna be poking her head out. Let's do this. Bring this out a little bit. And she can be like back here. Just peeking. Granny. Perfect. Her name's Granny. Okay, so it's going to be like positioned like that so you can still see its hair. Okay, so next we need to, we need to sew it closed. And then we need to, with her head spinning at turbo speed. It's funny, coughing crochet. So next we need to sew our orc closed, and then we can add our, we can make our bow for him. Which is going to be fun, because you can see how I make bows. And weapons in general. I make pretty much all the weapons the same way. There we go. All right, he's sewn closed. And we'll give him a little boop to give him life. Boop. Now you're alive. Welcome to the world, my friend. Now murder. Now do some murders. All right, so next we want to add his bow. So I think we might be able to do it with this half pipe cleaner here. Let's try it. I think what we do is we go like that, up, and then we'll go down like that. Is that long enough? Is it too long? Oh, that'll be good. Like that. We basically make a T. Like that. And then we wrap that bit around there. Okay, so you make a T like that, and then you take the end here. I put a nail through the hole there, and then I spin it. A nail, needle. Needle through the hole like that, and then we just start spinning it. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. David has been here since the beginning. Oh, Mint asks, Mint and Moment asked how I made Granny's head spin. It's actually made separately from the body, and it's held on with the shirt. So it's like the body is a different piece, the head is a different piece, and then so I just put the head there, and then I made this like shirt outfit thing that the head like fits in perfectly, so it can't come out, but it freely can spin. I'll have to do some kind of tutorial like that later. Okay, so then we go, there we go. So that's the shape of the bow. Now we need to add yarn around it to kind of cover it up a little bit. I'm almost out of this cool brown yarn. Is that gonna be enough? Yeah, maybe. Let's try it out. And I always like to like wrap a little bit around like this, and then go from there. Okay, so we're gonna go down like that. Oh, we do need to cut it. Hopefully we'll have enough. I need a sharper needle. Okay. Where's my end? There it is. Put that on the needle. Okay. And then when I get to these little holes that I made, I just start to like go in and out of the hole to keep the yarn in place and turn it around and cover up the very edge. I came up with this this technique for making weapons and little pipe cleaner things in high school, actually. I was really proud of it. I remember doing it. I was like, this is so cool. It is really cool. There we go. So there's one end of the bow, and now we just go wrap down all the way back to the other end. And you try to cover up as much of the inside of the pipe cleaner as you can, so that's pretty much all covered in yarn instead of in a fuzzy brown pipe cleaner. Then we're going to go back up, and as we go back up here, you should be covering up our other end of yarn so that we can keep it into place, and then we can cut it nice and close like that. And it covers it up. other end. Okay. Jan Nee. Yeah, okay. I think that does help. I think that does help, Jenny. And tell your boyfriend I say, hey, what's up? What's up, dude? Have I ever made... Wait, have I ever seen anyone make a juggler? How could you suspend the balls? Oh, probably using like you probably suspend the balls midair by using like a fishing line, maybe. Like in between the arms, or something. I don't know. It's a good question. I've never seen that before, but I think that would be really cool. Okay, now when I get to the bottom here, I kind of like to do like a little X, like you're wrapping a Nintendo 64 controller. And then actually this one is a little bit thicker than this one, so let's kind of like thicken this side up. By wrapping up just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take the end here, I'm just gonna go into sides there, and this is what we're gonna need our... There you go, just a little bit. And this is what you need this for. Just to grab the needle, pull it through. There we go. Because that'll keep this end in, like that. Nice and tight. And then I can actually cut the end here. Like that. Okay. Now we got a bow. Well, we've got the base of the bow. I'm also going to try cutting off some of this fuzz. But I don't really want it to get lost in this grass. So I'm going to try to do it over my hand. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This maybe? Because I don't really want the fuzz to be showing through. I just need the end of it. Like that. That's pretty good. Let's use this thing to like just grab those extra fuzz bits. Rip them out of there. That's pretty good. All right. Okay, so we got our bow pretty much made. The next thing we want to do is we want to put it in the arm. I think it's a little long for a bow, so let's go ahead and cut it a little. I mean, for our little handles, cut that a little shorter. This. Okay. And then this arm, I kind of really want this arm to be a little bit like stuck to him. Stuck to his chest a little bit so that he like holds it in place. So that I don't like mess with anything too much. Let's do let's take the pin out of this guy's head real quick. Maybe we'll use that to help pin this arm down. We can hide it in the hair. There you go, like that. See how it's like kind of pinned to him now? Okay. Sorry, I haven't been reading the chat too much. Where do I get my safety eyes from? I actually buy them in bulk on Amazon. Or no, on, like from some Chinese website. I don't know what website it's called. And then I actually have them for sale on the, I have them for sale on the Club Crochet store too. Okay, so now we got now we want to add our little, you know, the bowstring. We'll go like it is. We'll take this end. And I think this bow, I think it needs to be like a little bit closer to his body. That. And let's go ahead. I'm just going to double knot this bit right now. I'm gonna just double knot this on the end of the bow. And let's see if we can't hide this end in the bow a little bit, like this. Just a couple of stitches there. Not much. Just a little bit. That? Yeah, okay. Trim that. There. And then this end will go needle, and we'll go through the hand like this so that he's actually gripping it. Oops. Our arm came undone a little bit. That. It's becoming a little crooked right now, but we can fix that in a sec. Let's go around this end. Boom. He's got a bow. We just need to double knot this end onto the other bit. You know? Like that. And now he's got a bow and it's pulled taut. You can just double knot this if I can. There we go. Like that. One, make sure it's tight enough. It's pretty good. Do it again. Now, I guess I could hide this other end in there, but maybe it'll look nice if it's just kind of like hanging. Not like this long, obviously, but if we just trim it a little bit and it's like hanging down a little bit, or I could hide it in there. Let's do it like this. It'll look more like crafted, you know? Well, I don't know if I like that. Just like that. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then the last thing we need is we need to give him an arrow. Let's give him an arrow. What color arrow? Pink. Pink's pretty good. Oh man, it's just a little bit far though. Man, I wish I measured that before I did this bit. Well, no, that's actually pretty good. There. I think pink's pretty good. Well, it matches his tongue, though. What if we do, let's do yellow. There's a yellow one in here. Or we could do red. I think we had a red one somewhere. Oh, it's the one that's holding the arm down. Actually, let's do purple. Purple's my favorite color anyhow. barely in there. Just enough so it holds the arrow up. We'll probably have to fix that more when we do the picture, but it's not bad. There we go. Voila, baby! We have our bow-wielding orc for our front cover of the book. What do we think, guys? I'll probably change this out for a different kind of arrow when I do the picture so that it matches the other stuff for the picture, but I don't know how the picture is going to look exactly yet. But I think he's going to be like, let's move Johnny down here real quick. And Zig right here. So I think what it's going to be like is like, stay right there. We'll have him like up here shooting an arrow like that. That. Let's move that right there. Right, so he'll be like on the side of the picture like that, shooting an arrow at Zig, and he'll have little pins sticking out of his head so that it looks like he's been shot a few times. Not bad, right? Not too shabby, I have to say. I think I'm pretty proud of that little dude. Not too bad. If you enjoyed watching this, first off, thank you so much for joining and watching. If you like this video, please like it down below. Subscribe to the channel, of course, if you haven't yet. Guys, thanks so much for joining me on a new Wednesday. I'm going to be crocheting again next Wednesday. We'll be making something else for this picture. Maybe a goblin or a troll, or maybe we'll make a new ogre, but the ogre takes quite a while to make, so I don't know if I'll do that. Because I really like Zig here. I think he's pretty good for the front cover, you know? But I don't know. I'm thinking a troll, though, would be pretty fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to post a picture of this later, and I'll ask in that picture, what should I name this? So I'll probably post that, like, either today or tomorrow. So, yeah. Thanks so much for joining. And Leaf, this is your first one. Oh, absolutely, Johnny. Feel free to take a screenshot. Absolutely. Here, I'll set it up a little bit better for you. Here, we'll give him a little stand, too. Like that. Let's get him in focus for you. How's that look? We'll have him shooting this guy. And here, we'll have Zig like reaching, because this is what the picture's going to be, right? It's going to be Zig reaching in for some gold, like that. And then this guy, who we still has yet to be named, will be shooting at him with a bow and arrow. And then there's going to be like goblins and stuff everywhere. Move this over. Put that guy here. John E is having a hard time standing. That's not bad, though. I think that's pretty good. Actually, maybe this guy should go on the bridge. Let's move her. Should be right here. Something. And you know what? Let me grab another character and pull him out. Let's see. Let's do a kobold. This is a kobold in the game. Kobolds in the game have the ability to mimic other kobolds. So again, this is a piece that might be in the game, might not be in the game, but basically they're little dragon people, and they mimic the actions of someone else as a free action. So you can have a bunch of them that are just like going across the map as like a big army, and they're pretty cheap to spend. So we'll put him like up here. Maybe we'll talk about kobolds and stuff more next stream. Oh, you want Granny on the bridge? Okay, it might be a... Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, she holds. Put her there. I'll put this. Put this like that. No. Let's do... We'll do the arrow pointing at the bridge. Hey, not too bad, not too bad, if you ask me. Let's see. Let me fix... Maybe I could fix... Oh, no, the lighting's all the way there. Okay, well, that's okay. Hey, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Keep a lookout for when this Kickstarter goes live in either at the beginning of August or at the beginning of September. I'm not completely sure of the timeline just yet because there's just like so much that I need to plan out. But I really hope you guys like it, and I'm really nervous about this Kickstarter. I'm nervous that it won't succeed. So when you see it go live, please, obviously I'll be talking about it a lot, but please support it when it does go live. Obviously we have a little bit of time before then, but regardless, thank you so much for joining. I really had a lot of fun today, and I think we made something pretty awesome. He's got a little bit of fuzz on his face there. Let's see if we can't get it off. Wow, there we go. There's another one right here. I think it's cat hair, actually. I don't know how it got on there, but... Clean them up one fuzz at a time. This is what I do for my pictures, by the way. I set everything up like this, and then I take a little tweezers and I pick off all the fuzz. And I do this, and I go, oh, yeah. Maybe. Pull his hair out a little bit. Turn it that way. Let's get him more in focus. That's pretty good. All right, enough tweaking and skewing and whatever. Yes, Desiree. Louis, make the arrow the shot for the new guy. Wait, what? Louis, make the arrow. I don't know what that means. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm sorry. You know how I am about the ends of live streams. I never want them to end. I always kind of like, I don't know, wait it out. But thanks for joining, guys. I will see you next Wednesday. What is that? Next Wednesday would be July. What is the date? See, July 7th. So next Wednesday, July 7th, at the same time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I'm going to be live again, making a new Goblinoid. We're going to do a secondary Stitch live stream because I need to get this picture done ASAP, so I wanted to do that with you guys, make another character for it. Oh, the contest! Oh my god, I did forget. Okay, the contest. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Who won the contest? Oh my god, I can't believe I almost forgot about that. What a ding-dong I am. Alright, community channel. Here we go. Oh, well, dude, Desiree, I think you're the winner. You're the one that made Ursula, right? With 727 votes, which is a lot. The winner of the giveaway is... Ursula. The amazing... crocheted Ursula. Let me show a picture of it on the stream real quick. Let's see if I can't... Actually, you know what I can do? Let's do it like this. This was the winner of the stream today, or the... I'm changing the picture of the desktop one. Let's see, which one is it? It's this one. Yeah. Open. Done. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this later, but... Why is it Why is it like that? Can I rotate it? Transform. There we go. There's our winner. Was that you, Desiree? I think that was Desiree. Yeah. Congratulations, Desiree. I'll be reaching out today with a little coupon code for you. You get $20 to the Club Crochet store. I can either just, I'll give you a gift card thing later. Actually, Desiree, I'll reach out on, how about I reach out on the Discord channel? So Desiree, look out for a message from me on Discord, and we'll talk about how to get that stuff done, and I'll give you a free gift card to the Club Crochet store. Thank you so much again to everybody that joined. We'll be doing another competition like that very soon, so keep a lookout for that. And I owe you guys a giveaway too, so I'm gonna try to do a giveaway. Maybe I can get it done by next live stream. I don't know, maybe. But anyhow, blah, 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 blah. Thanks again for watching. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. No, you hang up. And I'm gonna go eat some ramen. All right, guys. Love ya. Bye. Which one is it? I think it's this one. Ba. Ba pa. Ba ga da ba. No, hey. No, you hang up. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Bye. We'll do a bunch of different outros, and then we'll just, use one. Oh. Night night. No, Bobby, you hang up. No, you, Cooper. Oh my God, you're so bad. All right, guys. Bye.